Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Avatar The Last Airbender Season 3, Episode 13. Today, normally I'm gonna watch 3 episodes, or maybe just one, because yes, I know that the episodes 14 and 15 are working together, so I'm gonna watch them together. Normally, I can watch all of these 3 episodes today. I'm gonna see that. We'll see. Okay, before beginning this episode, I don't know why. No, I know why. I have to stop lying to myself like that. I know why I'm gonna make that short intro, which is not about Avatar The Last Airbender, but about my outfit. Today, I put that, that outfit, and I almost hesitated, to take it off because I knew that I was gonna film today, and I was like, I don't want to film with it, I don't know what this is gonna look like, on picture and all. I know in advance that I'm not gonna like myself, like this is gonna bother me, that's gonna move and that's gonna bother me, that's gonna move and that's gonna bother me. I'm gonna see my arms like that and all that's gonna bother me. Maybe people are gonna say bad stuff and all, like I never put that kind of outfit on videos because I didn't want to have bad comments about it, but mostly in fact, and more important for me, because I was not feeling secure with it. I knew that during the dating I would be mad at me, I would be sad also about my appearance, I would be bothered by it all along the video. Maybe it's gonna be the case. I'm not saying that it's not gonna be the case, but I'm saying that I'm okay with it. I'm okay with not being okay with my appearance sometimes, and sometimes I'm okay with it. I'm okay with bad comments which would come because I'm confident enough in myself now to fight them, or at least to ignore them, Yes, more to ignore them. I'm not gonna respond. I think that I'm gonna delete them. I'm making these videos and I have this channel to discuss about shows, not to discuss about my looks and all of that. I didn't change my outfit. I was like, no, you're gonna film with that outfit because it's too hot today to film in another one. And really, you're doing that? Yes, I did that. I mean, during the past, when I filmed some of my videos, it was not the outfit that I was wearing. In fact, since the morning, I changed just for you, just for the videos, just because of this appearance thing, just because I was comfortable enough to be like that on my day, all alone in my apartment, or just to go and buy some bread or something like that. But to show it to the world, I was not feeling comfortable with it. I am now. And I even made a post about that on my personal and private, that I'm not gonna share with you, Facebook and Instagram, about the fact that during entire years, I was seeing, pictures of girls saying self-love and all, and making cute pictures about themselves, and I was really like, self-love, you sure? For me, you're a little pretentious, to make that kind of picture. Like, that you're cute, so you're taking a photo of you like that. And now, today, I made a picture like that and I shared it with my friends and family because I was like, yes, in fact, yes, I'm feeling cute today, and yes, I'm proud of myself, of my look and all, and I'm comfortable, with my clothes, but also with what I look like. I'm okay. Okay, I have some defaults and all, but I don't care. I'm okay with that. And yes, I like how good I'm looking today, and that's okay. And I want to share it. And it's not, I want to share with you how good I look today. It's more like I want to share with you the fact that today I'm feeling good. Today I'm feeling like I'm looking good. Today I'm proud of myself. You know, it's really a question of that for me. It's a question of today I'm proud of myself. Like, it took me a lot of time to be proud of myself. So that's it. That's a long and really personal intro, but I know that it's a way for me to justify my outfit. I know that it's also a way to prevent me from some bad comments. I know that it's also a way to cancel in advance, you know, some comments which would come. You know, it's a subtle way for me to deal with it, with what I'm doing right now, to be like that in front of you. For some persons it's stupid, like I shouldn't do that, or it's too much, or things like that. You know, some years ago already I dealt with myself inside, you know, with the fact that I'm so emotional, that I have only high emotions. And yes, when something is happening, you know, for me it's always big and important. I can't make it a short thing. So right there, I can't make it a short thing. It's also a big and important thing for me. But you know, I dealt with that a long time ago, with that inside of me, you know, with that thing about my personality, the fact that I'm emotional and the fact that everything is big and important for me. You can tell me that, I'm not gonna respond to you, I'm gonna ignore you. So yes, it's my way to tell you all of that, and also to tell you that if you are still building your self-love, it's okay, it's gonna come, and don't judge people who are into a self-love mode, because maybe it took them a lot of time to come to that, and you have to be proud of them, you know, you have to support them and not to be mad at them, which was my case. Again, you know, I'm saying it to you honestly, it was my case during entire years. I was mad, I was not jealous, you know, I was really like mad at these persons for me it was them being pretentious, and now I'm seeing that it's not. About Avatar The Last Airbender, I'm gonna make it short because yes, I already talked too much. I cried during the 3 last episodes, okay? I edited them yesterday and I saw that I cried during the 3 last episodes. The invasion episodes, that's logical, you know, the pressure, the tension. I thought since the beginning that we were gonna fail. We failed, so of course I was gonna cry. Even if I was not expecting the end of the 2nd episode of the invasion, the fact that the adults, you know, they stayed there and they accepted their fate of being prisoners and all. I'm not dealing well with people sacrificing themselves. I knew that already with that famous episode of The Expanse. If you were there for my binge watching of The Expanse, you know which one I'm talking about. I cried during entire minutes during the review because of people sacrificing themselves and willingly accepting their fate because they knew that it was better for them to sacrifice themselves. What is good, you know, what is justice and all. See, I'm not dealing well with people sacrificing themselves willingly for what they think is better for everyone. At the end of the episode 11, I was a total mess, and I was so not expecting, you know, the episode 12 to be like that. I mean, to be about that, about Zuko coming, you know, to Aang's group and being like, hey, I'm right there, I want to help, are you gonna accept me or not? I was expecting something like that, but I was not expecting it to be so emotional, and I'm thanking the writers for that, for these parallels they made between Zuko at the beginning of his journey and Zuko right now, his evolution, and to show how humble he was, you know, accepting everything that they were saying to him like, okay, he was impulsive and all like always, but he put a knee on the ground, you know, he begged them to accept him. He was okay to be their prisoner. Like for Zuko to do all of that, that's such a change, a fucking change. I'm proud of the kid. And when he said that no one can give him his honor back, that he has to earn it by himself, you saw it, I screamed. I even put a subtitle, you know, like you need to take off your earphones or to be careful, because I screamed so much. I'm seeing that since so long. The fact that no one can give him his honor back. To feel honorable, you have to be proud of yourself because of something that you do or someone that you are, you know. It's about being proud of yourself. So I think that Zuko can have his honor back by being proud of himself, and I think that it's the beginning right there. It can be proud of himself, you know, of going to Aang's group and accepting how they're treating him, and yes, he did all of this bad stuff to them, and yes, that's gonna be hard for them to forgive him. To forgive him, I think that they can't, but to accept him, to trust him, that's gonna be hard. Even more for Katara. I hope that they're gonna quickly meet the real Zuko. We'll see. And I'm gonna say that right now. I'm gonna finish this intro. I'm not sorry for the fact that this intro was a lot about that personal thing that I wanted to share with you. I know that today I'm gonna film 3 videos, so I'm gonna have plenty of time to talk with you about the show, about the characters and all, and that was really something personal that I wanted to share with you, something that happened also today on my personal life, so that's it. Okay, let's go for this episode. Again, if you want, I need to put that, I think, on my intro. If you want, I have a Patreon on which you can have the episodes earlier, 2 weeks sooner now. I saw that on my schedule. And with an extended or, I said or, a full reaction part. Be careful with the levels, you know, of subscribing. Let's go!
What if you don't respect it? It'll chew you up and spit you out like an angry Komodo rhino.
No. Nice, Zuko. Bah!
That one kind of felt hot. Don't patronize me. What am I supposed to look like? I've lost my stuff.
Don't look at me. I didn't touch your stuff.
I'm talking about my fireman.
I'm just laughing at the irony. You know how it would have been nice for us if you lost your firebending a long time ago?
Katara, it's not fitting you well. Don't act like Azula.
You just don't have enough anger to fuel it the way you used to.
So, all we need to do is make Zuko angry. Enough?
No.
Okay, cut it out! Look, even if you're right, I don't want to rely on hate and anger anymore.
Yes.
There has to be another way.
Yes.
I recommend the original source.
Which is?
Earthbending, the original benders were Badgermoles. That's where I met them.
You told us that you learned from them.
It wasn't just about fighting. It was their way of interacting with the world. That's amazing, Toph.
Yes.
Maybe you can give me a lesson sometime, buddy.
I would love that.
The original firebenders were the dragons. And they're...
I swear I thought about them.
Well, they aren't around anymore, okay?
Okay. Sorry.
We're gonna have a dragon? Or at least meet one?
Pick up some super old Sun Warrior energy just by standing where they stood 1,000 years ago? More or less.
We can try. It can help you also, maybe. It looks great.
Even though these...
Like, you know, Angkor temples and all.
Cats can be a great teacher.
A trap. Well done.
I think the bastard's trying to kill me.
You're not friends, but you're working together well.
Zuko,
My great-grandfather Sozin happened. He started the tradition of hunting dragons for glory. They were the ultimate firebenders.
Hunting dragons?
The last great dragon was conquered long before I was born.
What? You're conquering dragons? No, you can't.
He had a complicated past.
Which is great
Let's just
now.
go.
It's locked up.
Maybe it's like, you know, the Earth Temple and all.
But we might be able to speed time up.
Hey there.
I don't care what everyone else says about you. You're pretty smart.
Is it a smile?
It's something called the Dancing Dragon.
Say. Ah.
I want you to dance with me.
Huh?
What?
Just do it.
Why don't you ask me today if I was a dancer? It's because of that?
Feels almost alive.
It's not. That was a trap. Ah, no. You already lost one.
I can't move either.
It stopped.
At least we have air.
For trying to take our sunstone, you must be severely punished.
I don't normally play this card, but I'm the Avatar.
You are playing it a lot.
Now I want to learn the true way. The original way. I'm truly humbled to be in your presence.
I said it in intro.
Teach us.
It's more and down now.
You must learn them from the masters, Ran and Shaw.
Okay?
They'll read your hearts, your souls, and your ancestry. If
Oh.
they deem you worthy, they'll teach you. You must bring them a piece of the eternal flame.
Mr. Sun Chief, sir? Yeah, I'm not a
Eh.
firebender yet. Couldn't my friends here carry my fire for me?
No,
It's like a little heartbeat.
fire is life, not just destruction.
You're too timid. Give it more juice.
But what if I can't control it?
You can do it. I know you can. You're a talented kid.
You're so naughty.
Your ancestors are directly responsible for the dragon's disappearance.
Just one.
Have you forgotten that you vanished, allowing the Fire Nation to wreak havoc on the world? The decline of the dragons is your burden too.
Aww.
What if they judge us and attack us?
Well, we're the Fire Prince and the Avatar. I think we could take these guys in a fight.
I think that you need also the confirmation of who you are. The two of you.
Hunters!
Be confident. You're gonna be separated?
Sound the call!
Sounds the call. They are not living with you, they are living like hermits. I don't understand.
What's happening?
They are dragons!
Zuko, my fire went out.
What do you want me to do?
Give me some of yours.
Yes! Zuko, share. You don't need. Dragons! A blue and a red one? Like in your dreams?
I think we're supposed to do the dragon dance with them.
What?
Yes! You remember the dance? They are representing the two of you guys. I'm not gonna cry. You are facing the blue one. No. Trust, guys.
I understand.
The original firebending.
Their fire was beautiful.
It gave you visions of the meaning of firebending.
I can't believe there are still living dragons.
Me
My
neither.
uncle Iroh said he faced the last dragon and killed it.
Iroh was the last outsider to face the masters. They deemed him worthy and passed the secret.
He must have lied to protect them, so no one else would hunt them.
It's energy.
So much, Iroh.
It's like the sun, but inside of you. Do you guys realize this?
Well, Our civilization is a warrior.
Hunting you was my drive. It was my purpose. So when I joined you, I lost sight of my inner fire. I have a new drive. I have to help you defeat my father and restore balance to the world.
Yes, Zuko. Yes, Aang.
And you know about our tribe's existence. We have no choice but to imprison you here forever.
Is it a joke?
Just kidding.
They're gonna keep the secret, like Iroh who lied to protect the last dragons.
We'll just tap dance our way to victory over the
You
fire.
showed them the
It's a
dance?
sacred form that happens to be thousands of years old. The dancing dragon.
The fact that they're making fun at him, it's better than to be mad at him, you know. You know what I'm thinking. Can I spend one fucking episode without crying? At least it's 2 episodes that I'm crying because I'm proud of the characters, I'm happy for them, you know, it's the intensity of my joy and pride which is making me cry. No matter what, I'm crying. I'm not surprised by it, you know, I'm just tired of it. Yes, a tissue, I need a tissue. I'm trying to think, you know, where to start. Where can I start? I didn't know that we were already gonna begin with Zuko learning and firebending. I thought that we were gonna have maybe one more episode with Zuko being included little by little into the group, but it's better in fact that we are beginning, you know, things really quick because of the fact that we are so close to the end now, and we know that Aang has still to master firebending, but also the Avatar state, and we still have to find a way to come back on the Fire Nation to be so close to the Fire Lord so Aang can fight him. Like, really, we have plenty of stuff to do, so in fact, it's logical that right now Zuko wanted to learn to Aang how to firebend. He didn't learn him how to do it. They found, the two of them together, their true fire, you know, their inner fire. That's so great. That's spiritual, you know, that's about themselves. I mean, Zuko, who can't firebend anymore because he doesn't have a motive, you know, in life, he doesn't have an objective in life, something that he wants to accomplish, something to motivate him and to be his inner fire. Right there he said that from capturing the Avatar, now his new inner fire is to defeat his father and to restore the balance in the world. I want that to be wrong in a way. For now it can be, but you know, when it's gonna happen, what? You're not gonna be able to firebend anymore, that's it, you're gonna be accomplished and you're not gonna have a real life after that? No! Because you know what I want for Zuko since the beginning, it's for him to be the next Fire Lord, because he can be a good leader. He wants to protect his people. He wants to do things right, you know, for the Fire Nation. So I want that, in fact, to be his real inner fire, his real objective. That's gonna come. And found also his true inner fire, you know, he can make fire now, something that he couldn't do before. So that's great. These people that we met, the Sun Warriors, the Sun Warriors or the Sun Warriors, I can't remember, but that's great, you know, to meet people like that who kept the original fire since so long. You know, a culture like that. Life, in our world, it's so great, you know, people like that who are keeping a culture alive, an old culture alive like that. I'm all for fighting for old cultures to stay alive. So I'm glad that these people are still alive and are still doing their stuff. These two masters, I was afraid of all guys meeting them because of Zuko, for sure. And you know, it's so pure and all, I was not really afraid for him. But Zuko, because of what we know about him, and also because of the fact that they insisted that his ancestors would be important, you know, for the judgment, I was like, one is great, one other is not. And Zuko just found out, and Zuko just made this choice, you know, to follow Aang, to join Aang, to defeat his father. And also, did we have enough time, you know, for Zuko to really take that idea for himself into his heart and all fully? I was afraid of that. But the fact that it's two dragons are still alive. It was a blue one and a red one like into Zuko's dream, but into Zuko's dream it was Azula and Iroh. Still, you know, this thing, the fact that a blue one and a red one were there, the fact that they were representing Aang and Zuko, I mean, the writers that made it clear by the fact that they were together like that during the dance, and also the fact that since the beginning Zuko is represented with red colors because he's from the Fire Nation, okay, but you know what I mean by that. Aang with his arrow, with his blue arrow and stuff like that, is represented by the blue dragon. So we had these moments, you know, with the dance with Zuko and his dragon and Aang and his dragon, and at the end they are facing the dragon of the other one. You know what I mean by that? The fact that they are facing their mirror, not the fact that they are facing not themselves but each other, which is in fact the same, because since the beginning they are evolving, both of them, and the writers made it so clear with so many episodes and scenes with the two of them doing things at the same time and finding stuff, learning stuff about life and bendings and all at the same time. Right there, you know, to have each of them facing the dragon of the other one, and to have the two of them, you know, making that dance together, finishing it like that, like together. That was great. You know, the symbolic of that was so great. The fire moment, I was not expecting it, you know, to look like that. All of these colors, you know, on this fire. I understand the symbolic of that, but it surprised me. So now still Zuko, he has to teach to Aang how to firebend. You know, like when Katara showed all of the skills that Aang could do with waterbending. Aang was already making waterbending stuff, but all of the different skills and all, he had to learn them from Katara. So Aang has still stuff to learn from Zuko. That's gonna be so great. Their relationship during this episode, they are not friends, but they have respect for each other. He was waiting for Zuko's lessons and he was listening to him carefully, and he was respecting what Zuko was saying. And when Zuko was supportive with Aang and all, I think that, yes, for now they are not friends, but they are respecting each other and they are working well with each other. That's really great. And right there, that moment that they live together, they know that they are connected. I really think so, that they already know that they are connected, but that moment that they live together, it's gonna connect them even more. That's so great. About how the others are treating him, they are making fun of him, but they are making fun of all of the persons into that group, so I'm not taking that bad. It can be a way, you know, to accept Zuko into the group little by little. I'm more worried about how Katara is reacting because of the fact that she's treating him badly, because of the fact that she sounds like Azula when she's doing that, and I don't want that for Zuko, you know, to have a new Azula, you know, to deal with, but also because of the fact that Katara, it's really not you to be like that, to act like that. I don't want you to become that, and it's a way, you know, to make you look bad, and I don't want you to look bad. I don't know how to say it in another way, like, I don't want you to become like that, and I'm sure that you don't want either. I hope you know that it's not gonna last, Katara being like that with Zuko. I would prefer a total ignorance than that. Yes, I'm gonna talk about the fact that Iroh it's because of him that I cried. Before that moment, you know, I had just some tears into my eyes, but I was not crying for good. It's because of the fact that they mentioned Iroh and the fact that Iroh lied to protect these people, but also the last dragons. Okay, he hunted one dragon and that was bad, but the last ones, the masters, determined that he was worthy to continue to live, and he took on his shoulders, you know, that lie about the fact that dragons, you know, disappeared and all of that. Iroh, you know, when they said that he killed the last dragon, I was almost wondering, you know, inside of me, like, is it disappointing you to learn that about Iroh and all? And no, it was not, because I know that Iroh, before all of that, you know, he was a real fire soldier, he was doing bad stuff and all, but I already accepted that, so I was dealing not well, but okay with that new information. But to know that he lied to protect the last dragons. Iroh, I love you. I want to see you. 2 episodes now that you're not on our lives anymore. I know we had a flashback with him during the last one, but that's not enough. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Yes. I'm gonna stop this review right now because I'm gonna watch the 2 next episodes. Yes, together, but you're not gonna have them on the same day. Don't begin to be mad at me for that. You know how I'm functioning, and I'm posting you a schedule for you to not be surprised by it. So you can also organize yourself with that, organize your frustration also with that. So it's all for you for today, and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.